Colombia. The name itself used to be synonymous with danger. For decades, the world saw it only through the lens of narcos, cartels, and conflict. But in the last 15 years, the narrative has shifted. The smoke is cleared, and what has emerged from the mist is a new reputation. Colombia has become the #1 destination for men seeking romance, passion, and beauty. Medellín, Cartagena, Bogotá, Cali. These cities are now flooded with men from the United States, Europe, and Canada. They arrive with a singular goal: to find a Latin fantasy. They are looking for the warmth, the curves, and the traditional femininity that they feel has vanished from the West, and they find it, or they find it in abundance. Colombian women are frequently voted the most beautiful in the world. They possess a charisma that can disarm a man in seconds. They offer a level of affection or carico that feels like a drug to the touch-starved Western male. But there is a catch. There is always a catch. The title of this video is not clickbait. The most dangerous beauty is a literal description. Beneath the salsa music and the aguardiente, there is a dark undercurrent. Colombia is currently the epicenter of a specific type of crime targeting foreign men. It is a place where a Tinder date can end in a robbery, a drugging, or worse. Is the Colombian woman a loving, traditional partner who will heal your heart, or is she a siren leading you onto the rocks? The answer, as we will discover, is complex. It involves understanding a society stratified by class, a history of survival, and a dating market that is as ruthless as it is enchanting. Today, on World Inside Us, we are traveling to the northern tip of South America. We are going to decode the psychology of the Colombian woman, the reality of the social class system, and the life-saving rules you must follow if you want to date in the danger zone. If you are planning to travel to Latin America, you cannot afford to be naive. Knowledge is your only shield. Subscribe to World Inside Us right now. We provide the raw, unfiltered truth about global cultures that travel brochures are afraid to print. Hit the bell icon so you are notified every time we release a new investigation. To understand the Colombian woman, you have to understand the air she breathes. Colombia is the birthplace of magic realism, a literary genre where the magical and the mundane exist side by side. This is the perfect metaphor for the women. There is an intensity to life here that feels surreal to the outsider. Colombian women are raised in a culture of immense resilience. For 50 years, the country was in a state of civil war. Uncertainty was the only certainty. This created a psychological phenotype, the woman who lives for today. Unlike the Northern European or North American mindset, which is obsessed with planning, saving, and the future, the Colombian spirit is immediate. It is visceral. If she is happy, she will scream and dance. If she is angry, the world will know. This zest for life is what hooks the Western man. It comes from a society of suppression, of keeping a stiff upper lip, of political correctness. Then he meets a Calena or a Pisa who overwhelms him with color and energy. She is incredibly feminine. In Colombia, gender roles are not blurred, they are highlighted. Even in the poorest neighborhoods, women will not leave the house without their hair done, their nails painted, and their jeans fitted perfectly. Beauty is not a vanity here. It is a form of dignity. It is a way of saying, no matter how hard life is, I will present my best self to the world. But do not mistake this femininity for weakness. A Colombian woman is often the head of the household. In a culture where fathers were often absent due to conflict or work, the matriarch, the grandmother, the mother is the supreme authority. She is soft on the outside, but she is titanium on the inside. Here is the single most important sociological fact you need to know before you land in Bogotá. The Estratos, Colombia officially classifies its neighborhoods and its citizens into 6 socioeconomic strata, from Estrato 1, which is extreme poverty, to Estrato 6, the wealthy elite. Your utility bills are determined by your estrato, your social circle is determined by your estrato, and your dating experience will be entirely determined by your estrato. Western men often fail to understand this. They think a Colombian woman is a single category. She is not. First, you have the Estrato 1, 2, and 3 woman. This is the demographic most passport brothers interact with. These are the working class women. They are often the most traditional in terms of gender roles. They view the man as the provider. They are often incredibly warm, family-oriented, and looking for stability. However, the economic gap between you and her creates a power imbalance that can be dangerous. You represent a lottery ticket out of the struggle. Then you have the Estrato 4, 5, and 6 woman. These are the gomelles or preppy girls. They speak perfect English. They have master's degrees. They vacation in Miami and shop in Europe. If you date a woman from Estrato 6, she does not need your money. In fact, her father might have more money than you. She will not be impressed by your $50 dinner. She expects intellectual connection, status, and high-level social etiquette. If you go to Colombia acting like a savior, the Estrato 6 woman will laugh at you. If you go to Colombia flashing cash, the Estrato 2 woman might love you, but for the wrong reasons. You must know which league you are playing in. We must pause the romance now to talk about the risk. The title of this video asks if they are the most dangerous beauty. In 2024 and 2025, the US Embassy issued severe warnings about the use of dating apps in Colombia. There is a substance known on the street as Burundanga or Scopolamine. It is derived from the borrachero tree, which grows wild in Bogotá. When blown into a face or slipped into a drink, scopolamine eliminates free will. It turns the victim into a zombie. You remain conscious, you can walk, you can talk, but you will do anything you are told. You will empty your bank accounts, you will unlock your phone, you will help the thieves rob your own apartment, and the next day you will remember nothing. There are criminal gangs using beautiful women as bait. This is the honey trap. The scenario is always the same. You match with a stunning woman on Tinder. She is arguably too good to be true. She suggests coming over to your Airbnb for a drink instead of meeting in a public place. Or, you meet at a bar, and 2 minutes after she arrives, you feel dizzy. This is not to say that all Colombian women are criminals. That is absurd. 99% of them are hardworking, honest, and loving. But the 1% who are predators are extremely effective because they weaponize your own desire against you. Western men are easy targets because they are not malicioso. They lack the street smarts. They think, she likes me because I'm handsome. The Colombian local knows, if she looks like a supermodel and is too eager to go to my house, something is wrong. This is a serious topic. I want to ask the community, have you ever felt unsafe while dating abroad? Or do you think the media exaggerates the danger? Share your experiences or your warnings in the comments below. Your story could save someone else. If the danger is so high, why do men keep going? Why are the flights to Medellín full? Because the reward is the Cariño. There is no direct translation for this word in English. It is a mix of affection, care, tenderness, and love. A Colombian girlfriend treats her partner with a level of attentiveness that has become rare in the global north. If you are sick, she doesn't just say get well soon, she comes over, she makes soup, she babies you. When you walk in the door, she doesn't just say hi, she jumps up, she hugs you, she kisses you, she calls you mi amor, mi vida, mi cielo, gordo. For a man who has spent years in the cold transactional dating market of the West, where vulnerability is often punished, this warmth is intoxicating. It feels like coming home. But this Cariño comes with a price tag. Possessiveness. Colombian women are intensely jealous. Unlike the cool girl in the West who pretends not to care, the Colombian woman makes it very clear that you are her property. If you look at another woman, you will hear about it. If you don't answer your phone, you will hear about it. This is the Latin paradox. She will treat you like a king, but she expects you to behave like a subject in her kingdom of emotions. She demands 100% of your attention. If you are a man who needs a lot of alone time or space, you will struggle in a Colombian relationship. Space is interpreted as a lack of love. Let's talk about money and gender roles. Colombia is a society in transition, but deep roots of machismo, in the sense of male responsibility, remain. If you invite a Colombian woman on a date, you pay. Period. There is no splitting the bill. There is no going Dutch. If you suggest this, she will likely pay her share, leave, and delete your number. To her, your willingness to pay is not just about money. It is a signal of your ability to provide and protect. It is a biological test. However, you need to understand the difference between being a caballero, a gentleman, and a marrano, a pig or a TM. A gentleman pays for dinner, opens doors, and ensures she gets home safely. A marrano pays her rent, pays for her grandmother's surgery, and buys her a new iPhone after 2 weeks of dating. Many Western men try to buy love. They lead with their wallet because they lack confidence in their personality. This attracts the wrong type of woman, the interesada. A high-quality Colombian woman wants a provider. Yes, but she wants a leader first. She wants a man who has a plan, who has ambition. If you are just a wallet with legs, she will lose respect for you, even as she spends your money. So, is the Colombian woman the most dangerous beauty on earth? In many ways, yes. She is dangerous to your heart, because she can make you feel a depth of emotion you didn't know existed. She is dangerous to your wallet, if you don't understand the rules of the game. And yes, in the wrong context, she can be dangerous to your safety. But danger and desire have always been neighbors. Colombia offers a raw, unfiltered experience of life and love. It offers a woman who is fiercely feminine, incredibly resilient, and deeply passionate. If you go there with your eyes open, if you stay in the safe zones, if you respect the culture, and if you learn to distinguish between a gamala, a guerrera, and a predator, you might just find the best relationship of your life. But if you go there thinking with your ego, flashing your cash, and ignoring the red flags, the jungle will eat you alive. The choice is yours. The beauty is waiting. Just make sure you survive the night. If this deep dive helped you understand the reality of Colombian dating, hit the like button right now. It helps us get this truth out to more men. And if you want to see how Latin passion compares to Eastern European stoicism, click the video on your screen right now. Slavic versus Latin women. It's a brutal comparison you don't want to miss. I'll see you there.